From the snow-capped peaks of Kyrgyzstan to the vast savannas of Kenya, the countries that start with the letter K are as diverse as our planet itself. In this video, we'll journey across continents, exploring Kazakhstan's wide-open steppes, the modern skylines of Kuwait, the island serenity of Kiribati, and the cultural resilience of Kosovo. Whether you're drawn to ancient Silk Road routes, tropical lagoons, or vibrant cities, the K countries offer a world of stories, landscapes, and traditions waiting to be discovered. So let's begin our exploration. Welcome to Kazakhstan, the world's largest landlocked country and a fascinating blend of ancient nomadic traditions and bold modern ambition. From the vast open steppe to cutting-edge cities, Kazakhstan is a story of reinvention, resilience, and rising regional influence. Let's explore its modern history, unique culture, travel highlights, and key visitor insights. Kazakhstan's recent history is defined by Soviet control, independence, and transformation. It became part of the Soviet Union in 1936. The country suffered greatly under Stalin's rule, forced collectivization, famine, and gulags. Kazakhstan was also the site of the Baikonur Cosmodrome, the world's first and largest space launch site. Kazakhstan gained independence in 1991 after the USSR collapsed. The first president, Nursultan Nazarbayev, led a strong centralized government focused on stability and growth. The capital was renamed from Astana to Nur-Sultan in 2019, then back to Astana in 2022. Kazakhstan is a major energy producer with oil, gas, and uranium. The country balances relations with Russia, China, and the West while developing its own identity. Kazakhstan is a destination for those who seek the raw beauty of nature, the mystery of the Silk Road, and the innovation of rising cities. Astana, which is now called Nur-Sultan, is, well, a city of ultra-modern design mosques and government towers. Some must-see places here include the iconic Bayturek Tower, the impressive Khan Shatir, and the striking Palace of Peace and Reconciliation. Almaty is the cultural capital, nestled right in the mountains. It's home to charming cafes, world-class ski resorts, and fascinating museums. You definitely shouldn't miss Big Almaty Lake, the colorful Zenkov Cathedral, and the famous Shimbulak ski resort. Charan Canyon and the surrounding nature escapes are, honestly, like discovering a mini Grand Canyon out on the steppes. Here you can trek camp and explore some truly surreal desert landscapes. So, let's visit Turkestan, with its ancient mausoleums and those old caravan routes that once connected distant civilizations. We'll discover the region's nomadic heritage, explore yurt camps, and even learn about the fascinating traditions of eagle hunting. It's honestly a journey through living history and enduring culture. Kazakhstan's climate is continental and, well, pretty extreme. Think hot summers, frigid winters, and those famously wide-open skies. Summer, from June to August, is hot and dry, making it just perfect for hiking and outdoor adventures. Winter, from December to February, brings bitter cold, especially up north. Ideal if you're keen on skiing, but honestly, the best time to visit that would be spring, from April to June, and autumn, September to October, when the weather is comfortable and the landscapes are bursting with color. The local currency is the Kazakhstani tenge, or KZT. As of 2025, $1 is about 450 tenge. Now, when it comes to travel tips, Kazakhstan is actually quite an affordable destination. Food, transport, and hotels are all pretty budget-friendly. Public transport is widespread in the cities, and for long-distance travel, you'll often use trains or domestic flights. Many countries have visa-free access, but it's always smart to check in advance. Russian and Kazakh are the main languages, and while English is spoken mostly in urban areas, it's handy to know a few basics. The official languages here are Kazakh, which is the state language, and Russian, which is also widely used. A few useful phrases go a long way. Hello is Salem, thank you is Rahmet, and yes and no are Aya and Jok. While English is becoming more common, especially in the cities, just a handful of local words and friendly gestures can really open doors. Kazakh people are proud, warm, and genuinely welcoming. Kazakhstan is truly a country of contrasts and surprises, from vast deserts to glittering cities, ancient customs to space-age dreams. It's a place that honestly invites exploration far beyond the guidebooks. If it's not yet on your travel radar, it really should be. And hey, if Kazakhstan amazed you, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep discovering the world from A to Z. Welcome to Kenya, where ancient humanity, untamed wilderness, and urban energy all meet. From world-famous safaris to cutting-edge tech hubs, Kenya is a country that honors its roots while boldly shaping its future. Let's explore Kenya's modern history, travel gems, cultural richness, and well, what every visitor should know. Kenya's recent history is a powerful story of struggle, liberation, and transformation. In the late 19th century, Kenya became part of British East Africa. The country experienced land seizures, racial segregation, and political suppression. The Mau Mau uprising in the 1950s played a key role in ending colonial rule. Kenya gained independence in 1963 with Jomo Kenyatta as its first president. There was early unity and infrastructure development, but also periods of political unrest. Daniel Arap Moi led a long one-party rule which ended in the early 2000s with democratic reforms. In the 2000s and beyond, Kenya has embraced multi-party democracy, tech innovation, especially in Nairobi, and tourism growth. The country continues to face challenges like inequality, corruption, and tribal tensions, but it remains a regional powerhouse in East Africa. Kenya is a bucket list destination for anyone who dreams of wildlife, culture, and dramatic landscape. The Masai Mara National Reserve is the legendary site of the Great Migration, millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles. It's ideal for spotting the big five: lion, leopard, elephant, rhino, and buffalo. Nairobi, one of Africa's fastest growing cities, offers attractions like Nairobi National Park, the Giraffe Centre, and a vibrant nightlife. It's also a hub for NGOs, startups, and East African business. Along the coast, Diani Beach and the Mombasa coast feature white sand beaches, Swahili architecture, coral reefs, and historic forts, where relaxation meets culture along the Indian Ocean. Mount Kenya, Africa's second highest peak and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offers hiking, climbing, and stunning alpine scenery. And of course, Lake Nakuru and the Rift Valley are famous for flamingos, rhinos, and panoramic lake views, with crater lakes, geothermal hot springs, and escarpment cliffs to explore. Kenya's climate varies by region, but overall it's warm, tropical, and honestly just great for travel all year round. The dry seasons, from January to March and July to October, are the best for wildlife viewing. During the rainy seasons, April and May, which are the long rains, and November, the short rains, it's less crowded and the landscapes become really lush and beautiful. The currency here is the Kenyan shilling, or KES. As of 2025, $1 is about 145 Kenyan shillings. There are budget-friendly safaris available, but the luxury options are honestly world-class. Local flights are quite common between major cities and parks, making travel a lot easier. Tipping is appreciated, about 10% at restaurants and between $5 to $15 per day for guides. Kenya is generally safe for tourists, especially in designated areas. Still, it's always best to travel with reputable companies, particularly when you're heading into parks or more remote areas. The official languages are English and Swahili, or Kiswahili. English is widely spoken in the cities, but Swahili is really the language of connection. Knowing just a few words goes a long way in winning smiles. For example, Jambo means hello, Asante is thank you, Habari gani means how are you, and Kwaheri is goodbye. From sunrise safaris to the rhythms of Nairobi, Kenya is more than just a destination. It's an experience that truly stays with you. It's the heartbeat of East Africa, alive with nature, pride, and purpose. Hakuna Matata, it really is a place where every traveler finds something to treasure. And well, if Kenya amazed you, don't forget to like, subscribe to continue our global A to Z series, and hit the bell. Kiribati is next on the journey. Welcome to Kiribati, pronounced Kiribati, a peaceful island nation scattered across the heart of the Pacific Ocean. With its turquoise waters, resilient communities, and a unique place in the world's geography, Kiribati is both beautiful and vulnerable, especially in the face of rising seas. So let's explore its 20th century history, culture, travel insights, and the magic of life in one of the world's most remote countries. Though tiny in size, Kiribati has played an outsized role in Pacific history and climate diplomacy. It was once part of the British Gilbert and Ellice Islands colony. During the Second World War, Kiribati played a strategic role, especially in the Battle of Tarawa in 1943. Later, the nation gained full independence in 1979, becoming the Republic of Kiribati. Kiribati maintains strong ties with Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands Forum. It has become internationally known for climate activism, being among the first nations to raise alarms about sea level rise. The country faces ongoing challenges with freshwater migration and sustainable development. Kiribati is really for the intrepid traveller seeking remote serenity, cultural depth, and untouched marine beauty. You can visit South Tarawa for local life World War II relics and the Parliament. There's also Betio Island, the site of intense World War II battles. And don't miss the Kiribati National Library and Museum. Kiribati, also known as Christmas Island, is actually the world's largest coral atoll. It's really popular for fishing, birdwatching and diving. Abayang and Abamama, on the other hand, are perfect if you're after cultural immersion, with traditional villages and the chance to try lagoon kayaking. You can stay in eco-lodges, enjoy fresh seafood, and, learn local skills like dance weaving and canoe crafting. Not many tourists make the journey here, so you'll find quiet, authentic experiences. Kiribati has a hot, tropical climate with gentle trade winds and every so often a bit of rain. The dry season runs from April to October and is the best time for travel, with calm seas and great fishing. The wet season, from November to March, is more humid and brings tropical storms. Throughout the year, temperatures average between 26 and 32 degrees Celsius, or 78 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So the best time to visit is really between May and September, when you'll find drier days, fewer storms, and honestly, just more opportunities for outdoor adventures. Right, Kiribati uses the Australian dollar or AUD, and just a heads up, there are very few ATMs, so it's wise to bring cash with you. You can access the islands via Fiji, Honolulu or Nauru airlines from nearby island hubs, and travel between the islands is often by boat or small aircraft. So, just a heads up, internet is pretty limited once you're outside the capital. Accommodations tend to be basic, but honestly, they're quite welcoming. And, it's always best to respect traditional customs and definitely ask before taking any photos. The official languages here are English and Gilbertese, or Kiribati. Most locals, they speak Gilbertese every day. English is mainly used in government, tourism, and education. Here are some useful Gilbertese phrases you might want to try. Hello is Mori, thank you is Korabwa, goodbye is Tiabo, and yes or no, that's Io and Tiaki. Isolated yet truly unforgettable, Kiribati offers a rare glimpse into Pacific Island life, still untouched by mass tourism and, honestly, a front-row seat to the global climate conversation. Its people may live on low-lying atolls, but their spirit is, without a doubt, deep and rising. Mysterious, isolated, and globally controversial, North Korea, officially the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is unlike any other nation on Earth. Its history is defined by war, ideology, and secrecy. In this video, we'll uncover North Korea's rise in the 20th century, its modern-day stance, and what tourists, few as they are, might expect behind the curtain. North Korea's modern history begins with the division that changed the Korean peninsula forever. North Korea developed as a Stalinist-style command economy with heavy militarization, introduced Juche ideology, self-reliance, under Kim Il-sung. After the fall of the USSR, the economy collapsed, leading to famine and mass suffering in the 1990s. Led by Kim Jong-il from 1994 to 2011, then Kim Jong-un from 2011 to the present, North Korea has conducted multiple nuclear tests since 2006, escalating global concern, maintains strict control over media, travel and expression. Despite its isolation, North Korea does allow limited tourism under highly controlled conditions. All visits must be booked through an approved agency like Koryo Tours or Young Pioneer Tours. Tourists are always accompanied by government guides. Independent travel is not allowed. Taking unauthorized photos or speaking with locals unsupervised is strictly forbidden. Pyongyang offers grand monuments, the Juchitara Kumsusan Palace of the Sun and those famous mass games. The Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, provides a tense border tour with brief views of South Korea. Mount Paektu is a sacred volcanic mountain, though access is quite limited. Kaesong and Panmunjom are historical sites with armistice buildings. And of course, the mass games are those large-scale synchronized gymnastics events, North Korea's cultural showcase. Tourism here is about observation, not exploration, a chance to see the world's most secretive regime in action. So, spring and fall, offer the most comfortable travel experience if your visa is approved. So, foreigners usually pay in euros, Chinese yuan or US dollars at tourist-approved locations. Just keep in mind, local shops and markets are really off-limits to tourists. You must never criticize the regime or remove propaganda materials. It's important to obey all rules given by your guides, no exceptions. You will likely not have internet access or phone service, so prepare for that. And do not bring religious or political materials with you. English is not widely spoken. Only your guides will communicate with you directly. All information and media are state-controlled, and locals are, unlikely to speak freely. North Korea remains one of the most controversial and mysterious nations in the world, a place of rigid control, historical scars, and honestly, deep contrasts. For outsiders, it's a rare and surreal glimpse into a country that's both shrouded in secrecy and central to global headlines. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe for the next chapter in our AZ World Tour. Welcome to South Korea, officially the Republic of Korea, a nation that went from war-torn hardship to global powerhouse in just a few decades. Known for its rapid development, high-tech cities, rich history and influential culture, South Korea is a shining symbol of transformation. Let's explore its post-20th century history, top travel experiences, and what makes it one of Asia's most fascinating destinations. The story of South Korea is one of resilience, innovation, and explosive growth. After liberation from Japanese rule in 1945, Korea was split into North and South. The Korean War broke out in 1950. It ended in 1953 with an armistice but no peace treaty. South Korea was left devastated, economically and socially. Known as the Miracle on the Han River, South Korea rapidly industrialized. It became a manufacturing and tech leader, home to brands like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG. The country transitioned from military rule to full democracy by the 1990s. So, South Korea has really emerged as a leader in entertainment, with K-pop and K-drama taking the world by storm, not to mention its vibrant esports scene and trend-setting fashion. The country has even hosted major global events like the 2002 World Cup and the 2018 Winter Olympics. It's truly known for this unique way of blending deep tradition with, futuristic living. South Korea is honestly a dream destination for travelers, offering dynamic cities, tranquil temples, and, jaw-dropping natural beauty that just has to be seen to be believed. Some of the highlights include Gyeongbokgung Palace, Bukchon, Hanok Village, Seoul Tower, and of course Gangnam. And let's not forget the world-class food, fashion and nightlife that makes Seoul a city that truly never sleeps. Well, Jeju Island is famous for its stunning volcanic landscapes, beautiful waterfalls, fascinating lava tubes, and of course, its lovely beach resorts. It's actually recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is a favorite destination for honeymoons, drawing couples from all around the world. Gyeongju, often called the Museum Without Walls, was the ancient capital of the Silla Kingdom. Here you'll find remarkable sites like Bulguksa Temple, the Seokguram Grotto, and impressive royal tombs, all steeped in centuries of history. Pyeongchang and the wider Gangwon province are well known for their ski resorts and breathtaking national parks. And just so you know, this region proudly hosted the 2018 Winter Olympics, putting it firmly on the global map. Busan is Korea's second largest city, and it's famous for its lively Haeundae beach, incredibly fresh seafood, beautiful temples, and, well, some truly vibrant festivals. Spring in Korea from April to June brings cherry blossoms and mild weather, making it just ideal for sightseeing. Then autumn, which falls between September and November, offers cool temperatures and colorful foliage, absolutely perfect for hiking. Winter, spanning December to February, is cold and dry, a great time for skiing and those fun snow festivals. Now, summer from July to August gets hot, humid and rainy. It's vibrant but also pretty crowded. Honestly, spring and autumn are the sweet spots for experiencing South Korea at its very best. The currency here is the South Korean won, or KRW. As of the year 2025, $1 is about 1,300 won. When it comes to travel, you'll find excellent metro systems in the cities and bullet trains for cross-country journeys. The T-Money card is super handy. You can use it for buses, subways, taxis, and even at convenience stores. Oh, and there's fast free Wi-Fi almost everywhere, which is a real bonus. Most places accept credit and debit cards, but it's wise to carry a bit of cash, especially if you're after some delicious street food. The official language is Korean, and Hangul is the script they use. English is widely taught and spoken in tourist areas, but not absolutely everywhere. Here are a few useful phrases to say, hello, it's 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. Thank you is 감사합니다, 감사합니다. For yes and no, use ne and ani, ne and anio. Koreans really appreciate politeness, so a little bow, a few basic Korean words, and a friendly smile can go a very long way. From ancient palaces to the neon glow of K-pop, South Korea is truly where history and modernity harmonize. It's fast, fascinating, and full of soul, offering experiences for foodies, hikers, tech lovers, and culture seekers alike. Just one visit, and you'll see why the world is falling in love with Korea. So if Korea is now on your bucket list, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for more A to Z global journeys. Welcome to Kosovo, Europe's youngest country and honestly one of its most fascinating. Born from conflict but building toward peace, Kosovo is a land of resilience, culture and natural beauty. In this episode, we'll uncover its 20th century history, evolving identity, travel highlights and, well, everything a visitor should know. Kosovo's recent past is marked by struggle, ethnic identity and the long road to nationhood. Kosovo was an autonomous province of Serbia within socialist Yugoslavia. Ethnic tensions simmered between Kosovo Albanians, who make up the majority, and Serbs, the minority. Nationalist movements and demands for more autonomy rose in the late 1980s. Armed conflict broke out between the Kosovo Liberation Army, or KLA, and Serbian forces. Massive displacement and civilian casualties led to NATO intervention. A NATO bombing campaign forced Serbian withdrawal in 1999, and Kosovo was placed under UN administration. Kosovo declared independence in 2008. It's recognized by over 100 countries, but not by Serbia, Russia, China, or the United Nations. Kosovo continues to develop democratic institutions, rebuild its economy, and seek broader recognition. Kosovo is a hidden gem for adventurous travelers, affordable, uncrowded, and full of character. You can visit the Newborn Monument, the National Library, and the Mother Teresa Cathedral. There's a mix of modern cafes, museums, and, of course, political history. Hiking, climbing, and stunning gorges await. Don't miss the Patriarchate of Pek, a medieval Serbian Orthodox site. You'll find Ottoman architecture, stone bridges, mosques and churches. There's a vibrant arts and film scene, especially during the Dokufest Film Festival. Discover Rahovec wineries and scenic valleys. And of course, indulge in traditional Albanian cuisine and enjoy that slow-paced hospitality. Spring, from April to June, brings mild weather and blooming nature. Autumn, which is September through October, is colourful and cool, making it just perfect for hiking. Summer, in July and August, is warm and lively, so it's really ideal for festivals. And then, in winter, from December to February, there's snow in the mountains with skiing in Brezovica. Kosovo's seasons, honestly, offer year-round beauty, whether you're into city life or alpine adventure. Kosovo uses the euro, even though it's not actually in the eurozone. It's safe for tourists and, hospitality is a major cultural value here. Public transport is a bit limited. Buses and taxis are the most common options. ATMs are widely available and, well, it's quite affordable. Meals, lodging and activities are all budget-friendly. The official languages are Albanian and Serbian. There are also minority languages like Turkish, Bosnian and Romani. English is widely spoken. Welcome to Kuwait, a small yet powerful nation at the crossroads of tradition and transformation. Known for its oil wealth, strategic location and cultural pride, Kuwait plays a quiet but influential role in the Gulf. In this episode, we dive into its 20th century history, modern development, and what makes this desert nation a fascinating destination. Kuwait's 20th century story is one of rapid growth, resilience and regional significance. In 1899, Kuwait signed a treaty with Britain, gaining protection in exchange for foreign policy control. Gained independence in 1961 and quickly became a regional economic force thanks to oil. Oil discoveries transformed Kuwait into one of the world's richest countries, built modern infrastructure, healthcare and education systems, developed a strong welfare state, citizens receive free education, healthcare and housing benefits, invaded by Iraq under Saddam Hussein in 1990. After 7 months of occupation, Kuwait was liberated by a United States-led coalition. Post-war, the country focused on rebuilding and enhancing security. One of the world's leading oil exporters and an active participant in Gulf politics, maintains a constitutional monarchy with a parliament, blends conservative Islamic values with modern finance and urban life. While not yet a mainstream tourist destination, Kuwait offers a rich cultural experience, especially for travelers interested in history, architecture and Gulf culture. Explore the Kuwait Towers, Grand Mosque and Al Hamra Tower. Visit Souk Al Mubarakiyah for traditional shopping and street food. Kuwait National Museum and the Tarek Rajab Museum showcase the region's heritage. Sheikh Jaber Al Ahmad Cultural Center hosts concerts, theater and art exhibitions. Enjoy beach walks on the Arabian Gulf Coast, go dune bashing or camel riding on a desert safari just outside the city. Summer from May to September is, well, extremely hot in Kuwait. Temperatures often exceed 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Winter, which runs from December to February, is mild and pleasant. Really great for sightseeing. Honestly, the best time to visit is between November and March, when the temperatures are, much more comfortable. The currency here is the Kuwaiti dinar, or KWD. It's actually one of the strongest currencies in the world. As of 2025, $1 is roughly equal to 0.30 KWD. Now, as for travel tips, Kuwait is safe, clean and well developed, but it's also pretty conservative. So, dress modestly and respect local customs. Alcohol is completely banned, just so you know. Fridays are holy days, so many businesses close in the morning. English is widely spoken in business and hospitality, which makes things a bit easier for visitors. The official language in Kuwait is Arabic. English, though, is quite common in cities, hotels and government offices. Here are a few useful Arabic phrases. Hello is as-salamu alaikum, thank you is shukran, and yes or no is naam or la. Just a heads up, a few polite Arabic words really do go a long way, and Kuwaitis are genuinely proud of their hospitality. In a region known for glamour and speed, Kuwait offers something quieter and more reflective, an insight into Gulf identity, history and pride. Whether you're wandering its modern skyline or soaking in the stillness of the desert, Kuwait invites you to experience the Middle East in its own refined rhythm. If you learned something new, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to explore every country in the world with us. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan, a stunning land of mountains, nomads and ancient Silk Road heritage. Nestled in the heart of Central Asia, this country is a paradise for adventurers and a keeper of centuries-old traditions. Let's explore its modern history, rich culture, natural wonders, and what makes it a growing favorite among global travelers. Kyrgyzstan's recent past is marked by Soviet legacy, independence, and a steady cultural revival. It became part of the Soviet Union in 1924 as the Kyrgyz SSR. The country underwent forced collectivization and suppression of religion, while the Russian language and urbanization deeply influenced Kyrgyz society. After the fall of the USSR in 1991, Kyrgyzstan gained independence and, faced early instability, economic hardship, and political corruption. There were two major revolutions in 2005, known as the Tulip Revolution, and again in 2010, both of which led to a more parliamentary system. Today, Kyrgyzstan is a democratic republic with increasing tourism appeal. There are strong efforts to revive Kyrgyz culture, language and nomadic traditions. The nation remains allied with Russia and China, but also, seeks greater global integration. Kyrgyzstan is a dream for those who love mountains, culture and off-the-beaten-path adventures. Ishik-Kul Lake is one of the world's largest alpine lakes and is just great for swimming, sunbathing, trekking and horseback riding. You can sleep in traditional yurts in the high pastures called Jailu and experience eagle hunting, felt making and horse games. In Bishkek, the laid-back capital, you can explore Alatu Square, Soviet architecture and leafy boulevards, plus visit museums and bazaars for local crafts. Songkul is a high-altitude lake surrounded by shepherds and wildflowers, while Tashrabat is a 15th century Silk Road caravanserai tucked away in the mountains. For trekking and horseback adventures, popular routes include Ala Arka Gorge, Jogalan Valley and Kelsu Lake, with tour operators arranging multi-day treks complete with porters and yurts. The best time to visit is, June through early September, when the mountain passes are open and nature is honestly in full bloom. The local currency is the Kyrgyzstani som, or KGS. As of 2025, $1 is roughly 89 KGS. Kyrgyzstan is, very affordable, especially when it comes to food and transport. Marshrutkas, which are minibuses, are pretty common for local travel. Credit cards are accepted in the big cities, but it's wise to carry cash if you're heading to rural areas. And by the way, local SIM cards are cheap and really handy for navigation. Kyrgyz people are honestly warm and welcoming, so knowing a few Kyrgyz or Russian phrases really adds a personal touch. With breathtaking landscapes and a soul rooted in the steppe, Kyrgyzstan is truly one of the world's last great untouched frontiers. Whether you're sleeping under the stars in a yurt or hiking through remote valleys, this is a country that reconnects you with nature and with heritage that runs deep. Like this video if Kyrgyzstan caught your imagination. Subscribe for the next A to Z destination and hit the bell. Laos is up next. From the hidden mountain lakes of Kyrgyzstan to the historic streets of Kosovo, the rich wildlife of Kenya and the forward-looking spirit of Kuwait, the K countries show us just how much diversity one letter can hold. So which destination inspired you the most, or maybe even made it onto your travel list? Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up to support our global journey. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more country-by-country episodes. Finally hit the bell, because next we're traveling through the nations that start with the letter L.